And good evening, Thunder Nation, and welcome to our senior night presentation of St. James Baseball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. My name is Graham Warner, and I'm here with Nate the Great, Nate Bright. We've got an excellent matchup in store for us today as your Thunder take on the Mustangs of Blue Valley North. Nate, thanks for being here, and how are you feeling on this toasty but breezy Tuesday evening?
I am feeling amazing. Beautiful day out today. John West is on the bump tonight. You know, he's the ace of spades here for the Thunder, and whenever he's on the bump, I'm just confident in a win. It's also senior night, so you know the boys are coming in extra focused. I'm just looking for the boys to put a lot of run support for John West, as you know he's going to deal, so don't look for more than 2 runs from Blue Valley North tonight.
Leading off, the left fielder, number 12, Joe Chafin. Batting second, the shortstop, number 3, Gavin Dilly. Batting third, the first baseman, number 10, Callum Yunt. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 6, William McQuarrie. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 16, Elian Nunez. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 9, Hayden Ross. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 7, Micah Reeve. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 25, Seth Leash. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 5, Ty Wintry. And pitching, number 17, Michael Doge. And now for the Thunder. First, leading off the second baseman, number 6, Dalton Ashley. Batting second, the center fielder, number 4, Billy Burns. Batting third, the catcher, number 9, Ben McDermott. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 8, Max Thornhill. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 24, John Hornback. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 23, Andy Devers. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 12, Colin Burke. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 1, Hayden Wren. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 5, Brady Robbins. Pitching, number 2, John West. Please stand for our opening prayer. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Thank you, Lord, for the grace and gifts of our athletic abilities that bring us to this event. Bless these athletes, protect them from injury, and help all who gather around this field to enjoy the traditions of competition and sportsmanship. May St. James the Greater help us victorious over all our difficulties and lead us to be witnesses to your love. In your name we pray, amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing as we honor America with our national anthem. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for baseball, 5 o'clock on the dot. Getting ready to go here at Mid-America Sports Complex. Like you said, John West, lots of run support from the boys this year. It's very uncommon that you don't see him going deep into the game and with few runs allowed.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a stud. He pitched great against Aquinas earlier in the year. Had a lot of great outing since. We'll look for him to pound the strike zone. Has a high whiff rate as well. So he's not afraid to use a slider on the outside to paint the corners. He has a cutter and a two-seam, which is a dirty combo for him. One breaks in, the other breaks out. Definitely look for him to use that tonight.
Almost like that meta on the MLB The Show, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a fun one. Let's play ball. Ben McDermott behind the dish for the Thunder. The Mustangs with a 5-14 record on the year, looking to get another one in the win column.
Yeah, Thunder, they're eyeing the 6th seed right now. They can secure a win here. Definitely helps them in their regional seeding. Just really need a win out of them tonight.
First pitch of the game is roped in the right field. That'll be in the gap. That's at least extra bases. That'll be a smooth and cool double for number 12 of the Mustangs.
Double to start the game. Let's see how John West can respond. I have complete confidence in him. I know he's a stud, but just not the way you want to start the game. But
it wasn't a bad pitch either on the inner hip. Just roped into right. West carrying an ERA of exactly 3 into this game.
Having a 3 ERA in the EKL, which is probably one of the most competitive leagues in Kansas. That's a beauty there from Blue Valley North. He beats it out as well.
That was absolutely amazing. That was a next level bunt.
Not the way John West wanted to start the game, but you know, he's a master at getting out of jams.
2 pitches into this game. There's runners on the corners with still nobody out. Three-hole hitter comes up for the Stangs. Slide step, that one's low from West. Little dribbler right to the third base coach.
That's what John West wants, though. He wants to get it on the ground, roll double play. You know, if you have to sacrifice a run, you got to, but want to prevent more runs from scoring.
Exactly. Runners playing pretty tight on the corners here. West looks to first, to no avail. One. Inside. Count is now even at 2-1. Good high, little two-seamer there from West. Draws a foul ball.
West really needs a strikeout here. Would really help him get him out of this jam. Get a strikeout here, roll up the 4-hole, and he's in great business.
Here comes the 2-2. That one's popped up.
That works too.
Towards
That's
the
beautiful.
first base dugout. Thornhill brings it in, 1 down in the inning.
West just needs to roll up a double play here, and he's got himself out of another jam. He's a crafty guy. He's cool, calm, and collected. He lives for the big moment.
Way to know the diamond from Thornhill there. Moving to his left, didn't know where that wall was. Another look to first. Four-hole hitter for the Mustangs. Gas from West.
Good pitch there. Looked like he threw the slider. Good location there. Oh, no.
That one will bring in a run on the pass ball. A wild pitch, sorry.
That's the last thing. That's the last thing West wanted. That one just got away from him. Did not take a friendly bounce either. Hard for McDermott to get there and in time for to get out of home.
Not a bad pitch to look for a chase. Just got to keep it in front of you. Tried to catch the top of the zone, unsuccessful. Brings up a 2-1 count. West delivers. Another dribbler to the left side, out of play.
You know, West really thrives on these 2-2 counts. Likes to keep the hitter guessing. I look for him to throw his two-seam here, get a little inside break on the inside.
Another one in the dirt here. Just now tuning in, still top of the first here. The Mustangs have taken a 1-0 lead after a couple of mishaps early on. Double in the first pitch of the game and then a walk. Pass ball.
Good pitch there from John West.
Here comes the center fielder for the Mustangs.
John West gets him to chase there on the slider. Looking to prevent another run from scoring. John West, you know, he's already allowed 1 run in the inning. Don't want to go down 2-0 early.
Little advantage for the batter here, righty-lefty.
John West needs to focus more on the batter right here than the base runner.
Agreed.
Just got to make sure the base runner's not getting in his head. That's a beauty.
Good pitch there from West to start the count. 0-1.
There we go.
Thornhill takes it himself. That'll end the inning. Good damage control from West and the defense, holding the Stangs to a 1-0 lead. It's a pretty 83 degrees here and windy here in beautiful Shawnee, Kansas, Mid-America Sports Complex. Not bad, huh?
No, it's great weather out here tonight. You know, great weather for a great baseball team celebrating the seniors. I'm really looking forward to this senior night. You know, great seniors on this team. Billy Burns, Andy Devers, and Max Thornhill, you know, kind of the top guys, top seniors on this team. Also, a lot of good young underclassmen on this team, a lot of juniors and sophomores who play. So this great junior class here for the Thunder. John West, John Hornback, and Dalton all lead the charge there, along with Corey Kirchner, who started off on the bench tonight for senior night. Just look for the boys, especially this team's got great speed. Look for them to steal the bases, hit it to the gap. You know, death by a million singles.
Looks like Dalton Ashley is going to be leading off here for the Thunder. Dalton Ashley, definitely one of the quicker guys on the team. Followed up by Mr. Billy Burns. Burns batting from the left side here tonight. Just want to give a quick shout out to our camera crew out here, Brant and Will Ewing. Appreciate you guys.
Good
That's
rub
a
down
rip.
there. There you go, Dalton.
Both teams trade with doubles in the first pitch of the rotation. That's insane.
Good cut there by Ashley. Ropes one down the line. Hits his signature bow celebration after the double. Billy Burns here is a bit ambidextrous, hitting hits from both the right and the left. Writes with his right, but he swings with the left, so kid's an absolute stud.
Leads the team in stolen bases with 11. Good eyes from Burns. (2-0). Burns also leads the team in walks with 17. There's a rip
Good
into
cut
the
there.
gap. Ashley
Oh, he could have made it.
definitely could have. Best to stay conservative here with nobody out. I feel like I've seen this one before. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Here comes Ben McDermott. Looking to put a charge into one to get these boys the lead.
Anything here. Take a sacrifice fly. Just want to get the run in, even up the game. Especially with a threat like Burns on the base. Don't got to do too much.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Burns swipe second. $11 stolen bases on the year for Burns. The pitcher on the mound definitely knows it, slide stepping on the first pitch of the at-bat. (2-0) already for McDermott.
He's yet to throw a strike tonight. He's definitely nervous up there. Really doesn't have the command that he's looking for tonight. Really need the Thunder to take advantage of that, especially Ben McDermott here. Look for him to drive and a run. Yeah, you can tell by his mannerisms he's really nervous there on the mound.
McDermott's standing pretty close to the plate as well. That one to the shortstop. He'll make the play to first. He's in there. Oh.
Questionable call, but nonetheless, that's a great play there from the shortstop. Back pick, guns him down at first. Very good play.
Here comes Max Thornhill. Takes the first pitch down. Thornhill, one of the better bats on this team, batting .365 on the year. That one's way inside.
Come on, Max. You got to take one for the team there.
Wear it. 23 hits on the year from the kid. That one was at his dome. Quick 3-0. There's the automatic 3-1. Hornback on deck. That's pretty scary for the other team. And he wore the fourth one.
Made up for it.
Those definitely don't feel good, even on the off speed.
Hornback here batting .413. Just an all-around great athlete. Renowned as one of the best athletes in all of St. James. Holds the school record for broad jump with 10-3. Kid can do it all.
He also leads this team in hits with 26. Lots of singles. Sorry, I read that wrong. 26 singles on the year, 31 hits.
Questionable call there, but it's okay. He'll get one to hit here eventually. With his speed, he'll have no problem getting double bases. 2 bases.
Hornback swung late right to the second baseman.
Yeah, that's not what he wanted there. Here comes Banff, Andy Devers.
Banff.
He's got serious power.
I mean, look at that guy.
Great lower body. He's lost some weight since football. He's looking really good, real skinny.
Got under
that's
it.
A good
that
bloop.
might drop. Yep. Here comes Burns to the plate.
He's safe.
He's in there.
That's beautiful. You don't always got to hit it far. If you can just bloop it over the first baseman, that's all you need. Devers hit it to a perfect spot.
We'll take anything we can get as Colin Burke comes up to the dish.
Yeah, don't let his stature. Yeah, don't let the stature fool you. Colin Burke, he's a beast. You know, in his first game up, he went 3 for 4, and he's an absolute stud.
Burke batting .303 on the year.
Oh, he wears it.
Those off speeds have been creeping inside from this righty. So we have Hayden Wren up to the plate. And this one, if you're a Mustang, I'd be pretty worried right now.
Yeah,
especially if the base is
juiced.
juiced. Base is juiced for Wren.
Perfect time on senior night.
That one smoked.
Did
Get
he get
up,
it?
ball.
No. Over his head, ground rule double.
That'll be a ground rule double for, oh, never mind. Still at the
stayed
wall.
in.
Oh, he's going for
He's
three.
going for three. That's a beauty from Hayden Wren on senior night.
Base clearing triple, 3 runs in. What an absolute stud. That ball was smoked to Oppo. Insanity from Hayden Wren.
Here comes the pitching coach. Definitely time for a meeting. He just doesn't have his stuff tonight. Doesn't look real comfortable. Dugout is awfully lively. You know, great start to the game tonight.
I don't call myself a master of lip reading, but I'm pretty sure the coach just told him to throw strikes.
Yeah, get it in the zone.
Here comes Brady Robbins. Way to get some of the plate appearance on senior night. Batting from the left side as well.
Let's see if Brady can drive one in on senior night.
Oh, I know he can.
B-Rob.
He's a TA in one of my classes, and he's been talking about this all year. Ooh, way to see one.
Go.
He's ready.
He's ready to lay into one.
One looked more like a cricket pitch.
Yeah, bounced it. He doesn't really look like he has it tonight. See if he can dish one up for B-Rob.
That one's back, way back.
It's good contact. Come on, B-Rob.
Brady Bobbins. Four-year player. Let's see it. Way to make contact.
He's fighting here. He's ready. He knows the more you fight, the more likely you are to get one you like, so.
Good eye from the kid.
Full count here.
Way to get on base.
Top of the order is back up again. Started with Dalton. See if he can keep the line moving. Roped one for a double. First pitch of the inning. Started this 5-round outbursts for the Thunder. Not sure what's going on right now. Confirming that it was a walk.
Here comes Dalton Ashley for the second time in this inning. Found the strike zone with that one.
Slow, loopy curveball there. Not Dalton's pitch. Look for him to rope a fastball. If he dares it with the fastball again. Finds himself in a hole right now. Look for him to change his 2-strike approach. Shorten up. Protect.
Good pitch from the catcher. Uh-oh. Got Robbins in a pickle. Oh, there's nobody on first. He's back, and the run will score. Good heads-up base running from Wren, scoring on the absolute defensive mishap by the Mustangs.
You know, Brady's clumsiness works out there in the end.
Kept his lucky stars. Holy cow. Dalton.
Oh! Did he get it? No. Off the wall.
Off the tall Fenway wall. Brady's heading home.
Oh!
Oh, what are we doing? That'll be a double with an error for Ashley.
He threw it before even looking. Once again, hits his signature bow. You know, he's had a great day so far. 2 doubles. Great piece of hitting there. I thought he got it. He's lucky. They're lucky that they got the big monster over there, or else that ball's gone. Tough outing for number 17 for, you know, the Mustangs. They're pulling him early. They didn't even make it through the first inning. But, you know, it's just a testament to, you know, the type of team that the Thunder team is. Puts a lot of pressure on the pitchers. Let's look for Billy Burns to drive in another run on senior night. He's got a funky release.
If he can throw strikes, he can throw strikes, though.
That's true. Funky release leads to good deception.
And I do have to get out of here after this first inning, unfortunately. But it's been fun for the short time I get. And
it's a great first baseball game for Thunder broadcast. The boys came to play today.
I've been asking Mr. Merrick to do one for a while, and I'm glad I finally got the opportunity to. It's unfortunate. 7-1. Thunder have just taken control of this one early on.
Is there run rules in high school? Do they do run rule? Because if they do, the Mustangs are looking real close to a run rule. Here comes Billy Burns to the plate. Second time up in this inning.
Gavin Jacob on the mound for the Mustangs. Burns ripped that one.
Good piece of hitting there from Billy.
Wow.
Pokes it right out over the shortstop's head. Another piece of beautiful hitting for him. That's the second hit of the inning. Thunder are rolling. You know, Ben McDermott's looking to avoid the ever terrible 2 outs in 1 inning. Nice play from the shortstop earlier in the inning. Took away his hit. Burns took off there. He would have had him, too.
Should be a can of corn to center field. And it will be. That will end the inning.
That's a dreaded 2-out inning for Ben McDermott right there, but, you know, he's just got to keep his head up, look to get back out there again and hit one on a frozen rope.
Well, Nate, it's been a blast. Got to head out,
Graham.
sir.
Good luck tonight at bowling.
Of course, appreciate you. And tell everybody watching, that will be my last broadcast on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. It's been fun. Signing off.
St. James Academy exists to pass on the Catholic faith to the next generation, to develop the minds and hearts of young people, to know truth, choose good, and live virtuously. This is St. James Academy.
Welcome back here, folks. Just starting the second inning after an electric first inning from the Thunder. All right, here comes back John West. You know, had a bit of a rocky start, but was able to control the damage, only allow one run. Look for him to really pick it up here in the second inning. You know, play the way that they all believe he can play, and we all believe he can play. You know, he's a stud. Great defense behind him here at Mid-America. Well-rounded defense, you know, protect him a lot. So, welcome Will Ewing.
Thank you, Nate.
Brother to James Ewing, the infamous kicker for St. James Academy.
Oh, yeah.
Ball one there. Just really spiked into the dirt.
So far, we've been seeing some really good offense. You know, a couple of mistakes by Blue Valley North, but we were able to capitalize and get some runs there.
Swing and a miss there from number 9. West gathers. Another swing and a miss. John West is dealing right now. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Great pitch there from John West. Second strikeout of the game.
So far, he's been really good at hitting his spots and capitalizing on those, watching them go by.
Little outside and low there from West. You know, I don't think he's thrown a first pitch strike yet tonight. You know, he's been falling behind in the counts.
It's going to be key for us to get ahead early in the count. That way we can make sure we get those outs.
Right to Hornback. Good defense there.
I think this is going to be a really big part of the game, is making these simple plays and making sure we don't give up any runs or excessive hits.
Got to make sure there's no unforced errors.
Yep.
Strike 1. Looked to be a slider there from West.
Just missed with that slider. Oh, just squeaks by the line. Brady Robbins going to get it.
Hold him to 2 here. There's a big ball on the base pass, not really a threat.
Good throw in from left field, able to keep him at second.
John West has had kind of a lot of traffic here to start the game. Not very typical out of him, but
Looks like we got a pinch runner in.
West is ready to go. Getting the sign from McDermott here. West has thrown a lot of sliders tonight. Definitely one of his better pitches. Very heavy on the fastball slider combo.
Yeah, if he can get them to roll over and keep it in the infield, I think we're going to go pretty far in this game.
Swing and a miss there. Mr. Rockford, do you want to turn off the mic? West gathers. You know, West is really, John needs to keep his head in the game. Don't really need to check back on the guy in second. Probably not much of a threat, and he's not going to steal on McDermott if he's smart, you know. Benny Mack has a cannon back there.
Got Dalton Ashley keeping him close there, so.
Oh.
Batter's really close to the plate here. Let's see if we can have pitcher keep the inside.
Beautiful.
Just like that.
Throws it right at his head the pitch before. He's not ready for the slider. Right over the middle. That's a great piece of pitching right there from John West.
Yep. If he can continue to do that, I think we'll go really good in this game and get a dub. I don't see it.
Smoothie King, you need to rule the day. Help everybody live a healthier and active lifestyle. So faith is very important for us, for Kim and I. We're located on 66th Street in Monticello, which is basically Monticello and Shawnee Mission Parkway near K7.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. Just a peek into the life of the dugout. Great culture here on this team. Zach Lero, I was talking to him before the game. You know, some might say he plays the most crucial role on the team, which is the snacks guy. Loaded up his backpack before the game. Dugout's feasting on the field and off the field as they have 8 runs here in the second inning. You know, batters due up. Thornhill, Hornback, and Devers, an absolute heart of the lineup. 3 of the best hitters of the team.
High fastball for strike 1.
You know, I don't know how all this seeding works, but if run differential plays a role into that, they definitely need to keep pouring it on here tonight.
Yeah, and if we can get some runs, it's going to be key for us to keep the pitching sound and defense sound as well, so we can keep going in this game.
Just more run support for West.
Yep.
I mean, seven's a lot of run support for him right now.
Yeah.
So,
especially really early in this game, he's got to feel really comfortable up there.
Outside. You know, Max Thornhill, he really is just a baseball guy. Take entrepreneurship and intro to business with him, and he's always talking baseball with Sigs, always heads in the game. As he hits a rope there right through the gap. Nice piece of hitting there by Thornhill. But, yeah, just a real baseball guy. Lives, breathes, sleeps baseball all the time.
Yeah, that's what you need from your big senior up there.
John Hornback to the plate. We spoke on this before. He's a great athlete, great fielder, great hitter. You know, he's pretty famous for being an elite quarterback, first team All-State. A couple of offers here. Picked up his first offer a week ago.
Takes an outside slider for ball 2.
You know, I was picking the brain of the dugout before the game, and, you know, they were telling me that if they win tonight, it's a feast at Freddy's. So, good piece of hitting there right through the gap. Keep this up. It's Freddy's on Consiglio is what I heard if they win by 10. So, I don't know if Coach Siggs knows that, but...
Yeah, as long as we keep up this pressure and make these plays on defense, I think we got a really great chance to win this game here.
Here comes Banff. Squeeze play. Great bunt to move the runners, though. Gets them in position. Here comes Colin Burke. Took a high curveball up into the shoulder in the first at-bat.
Let's see if we can use that as fuel and split a gap and get 2 runs here. Looks like the second baseman is playing in. If he can just poke one over the second baseman, no man's land, I think we got 2 runs easy.
There you go.
There you go, over shortstop.
John's going to make it, too. Oh, that's a good throw, though.
Good throw. And he takes second on that one.
Colin Burke has really had a breakout year. You know, I think people kind of thought, they didn't know if he was going to play JV, whether they're going to play varsity, but he has really been playing well these last couple of weeks ever since he got moved up from JV. You know, I've been talking to a couple of his teammates, and, you know, it's all high praise about his energy and, you know, there was questions about, you know, could he hit, but, I mean, he's proved ever since being brought up that he can hit, and, you know, I've heard he's one heck of a defender. So, I mean, he's really been a great tool for this Thunder team.
If you look at the numbers, that was his 14th RBI there. He's hitting .303. See if we can dig this one out. Moves the runner, so that's good.
Brady Robbins, second at bat here. See if he can drive one in, get a hit here on senior night.
He had a really good at bat last time, fouling off a couple key pitches and then drawing that walk.
You know, back in my basketball days, I used to play C-team basketball with Brady Robbins. You know, he's just a guy with good character, good culture guy. Love to have him on the team. You know, he just really brings up the morale. Takes another one. Hit him right there on the leg, maybe the foot.
Yeah, it looks like it just clipped the foot there.
Dalton Ashley up for the 3rd time in just the 2nd inning. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, 2 scored runs. He's been having himself one heck of a night.
Looks like they're really going to play the pole here. If he can split that second base gap, that's going to be crucial. Takes high and in.
Dalton, you know, he's pretty infamous around the school for being the best hacky sack player. He takes pride in it, really takes pride in everything he does on the field. Great soccer player, all EKL soccer player, and he's had a great year in baseball this year. He's really just a stud. Another rope there.
There you go.
Little drop. Yep, it drops. Great night hitting for Dalton Ashley. Third hit of the night. 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single. That's another RBI for him. I can't remember if he has any more RBIs, but he has just had a great night hitting as the Thunder keep pouring it on. 11-1.
I bet he wants that one back. Just a nice slider over the plate. See if he can take that the other way and get a run here.
Right through the gap.
Is he going to go score
RBI?
2?
He will. You know, Billy Burns is a real stand-up guy. This weekend, actually, he had a petting zoo at his graduation party, so it was pretty epic. From what I heard, I wasn't able to attend. I was at the Royals game, but I heard it was pretty electric over there at Lake Quivira. Just a great guy, kind of a stud. That's his third hit of the game tonight, so top of the order is just rolling right now. Now here's the guy who needs his first hit of the night. And he chases.
Again, that second base gap looks really open. Let's see if he can split it here.
There you go. He steals it easily. 15th stolen base on the year for Billy Burns.
Does a really good job of putting pressure on the bases and being really aggressive, even though that was a pitch in the dirt. That's really what you want to see from him.
Yeah, he really is just a smart base runner. You know, he can read the defenders, read the pitcher. He just kind of knows. Strike 2 there on McDermott. Really look for McDermott to just poke it through a gap here. That's what he needs. Right back at the pitcher.
Oh, pulls him off the base. That'll score 2.
You know, sometimes the ball just rolls your way. And it is tonight for the Thunder. This is excellent here, 13-1. Beautiful game here by the Thunder, you know. They're pinch running. Jackson Winger, I think that is.
Looks like it, yeah.
Here comes Max Thornhill. You know, this is the second time that the Thunder have gone all the way through their lineup in one inning.
Just a testament to the leadership and how aggressive these guys are. And almost takes one to the head there.
Great crowd here for senior night. It's absolutely electric. You know, they're putting on a great show for them. Will that drop? No, looks like an easy routine fly out. Another great inning, though, for the Thunder. Keeping it rolling. Tag on, another 6 runs.
See if John West can keep up what he's been doing and limit them here.
Weston, they call him. If Weston can keep dealing, that's what they're really looking for right now. Good run control. You know, there's not a lot of pressure, so maybe just really work out all the kinks of his stuff. Welcome back, Thunder Nation, to Mid-America Sports Complex. John West is on the mound. He's been absolutely dealing so far, and the Thunder have really poured it on the Mustangs. I'm joined here with our third color commentator of the night, Brant. Nice to have you on the mic tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me. The boys have been playing really well so far. They've been really getting the balls to drop tonight. Blue Valley North hasn't really been able to stop them.
Yes, no, they have not. Tough pitching night for Blue Valley North. Combined 14 runs between two pitchers. Not great for the team ERA. Here comes John West. Now here's somebody who has a great ERA. 3 ERA in one of the toughest leagues in Kansas. He's been dealing all night. He's been getting his slider to go, mixing it up with his fastball. Definitely creating trouble for these Blue Valley North hitters. Not sure what the issue is here. Soft little bloop. Just finds a perfect spot in the defense to drop that. See if West can roll up his first double play of the night here. Hasn't been really getting a lot of stuff on the ground, but a lot in the air. A lot of pop-outs and fly-outs, and a lot of strikeouts, of course, as expected from John West. Strikeout pitcher.
Yeah, he's been really good so far this year. Hopefully he could keep it up going through the playoffs.
Absolutely. They're going to absolutely need him. I mean, he's the ace of this team. Can't win without an ace, that's for sure. Beautiful pitch there. You know, John West really carries himself with kind of a cool confidence, and he's not very cocky, but, he kind of knows that he's the dude, and, he's a very smart guy. I think he has a 4.2 GPA. He's one of those guys, he'll go out and get a 5 on a AP exam without studying. So, he's really got it all going for him.
Yeah, he does for sure.
That one gets past McDermott. Runner advances to second. Takes away the ground ball double play scenario. See if John West can rein it in here, get a punch out. Set himself up for success. Beautiful pitch there. Catches the inside corner.
Yeah, the Blue Valley North can't really seem to find a good hit here to put in some more runs.
Foul tip there. Let's see. I mean, I'm thinking he's going to throw a slider here for the punch out. Maybe he'll go fastball then slider, but I would definitely expect the slider to be his punch out pitch.
Yeah, he has a really beautiful slider. Hope to see it.
Looks like he went fastball there. Fouled back. Number 3 is really battling here. See if John West can break through and, find something in the zone or get a swing and a miss.
Yeah, this is his first real battle of the day. We'll see how it goes for him.
John West is really disengaged a lot. Been worrying about the runners. I think he needs to be focused on the batter here. I mean, he's got the stuff that he doesn't need to worry about the base runner right now, and he's got the defense behind him that can make the plays for him.
Yeah, Blue Valley North has been really hesitant on running, and I mean, I feel like he'll see eventually.
That's a good pitch right there. Catches the inside corner. Backdoor slider. Number 10 here, I mean, he's a unit. Looks to be about 6'5", 6'4", 6'5". Would not be surprised if he has good power. But knowing John West, he won't have any issues with him. Ball one in the dirt.
Yeah, let's see how John can handle the higher box.
Ball two in the dirt. Great pitch there. Upper left corner of the strike zone.
Yeah, that one had a lot of movement. Not much you could do as a batter.
Good pitch there from John West. Swing and a miss for Blue Valley North. That's a good piece of hitting. Let's see if he can be gunned down. Nope. Errant throw there from Billy Burns, but Max Thornhill cuts it off, make sure there's no further advancement from number 10. See if John West can reset here, rule himself a double play, get himself out of this inning and reset there in the dugout. Good pitch there. John West has really been working that inside corner tonight. A lot of swing and miss on his backdoor stuff, causing a lot of issues for these Blue Valley North Mustangs.
Yeah, he's been really painting it today.
Another beautiful pitch. Strike 3. Beautiful pitch there from John West. Another beauty. He's really starting to find his stuff again.
Yeah, let's see if he can get out of this inning.
You know, knowing John, I bet he's definitely a little angry that he's given up 2 runs to what I would assume to a team that he doesn't believe that he should be giving up 2 runs to. You know, he's one of those guys where when he gets upset and a little mad at himself, he always seems to play a little better.
Yeah, that seems to be a good thing.
Shoots it right through the gap there. Kind of just unfortunate. Another, should be an error there. Error by John Hornbeck. Him and Dalton Astor seem to have a little confusion there at second base. Should have been an easy force out.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate, right between the legs of John West. Let's see if the boys can bounce back from that.
You know, John West, a lot of kind of unfortunate things caused him to give a couple of runs. Most of them are definitely not his fault. I mean, as he knows, he can always be better. But definitely needs his defense to step up behind him. That miscommunication there by Ashley and Hornbeck caused a run to come in, which should be out of the inning right now.
Yeah, getting this late into the season, we would like to see those errors get to be less and less. But if they bounce back, it'll be all okay. I'm sure Siggs will be a little mad, though.
Definitely. Fouled off to the right side. Blue Line North calls time. Let's just see if John West can get out of this inning. You know, that's just what he needs right now. Get out of this inning, fresh start. Definitely not his best inning he's had. Maybe not as locked in as he needs to be, but, you know, as long as he can get through it, I'm sure he'll bounce back.
Yeah, Blue Valley North has seemed to pick up their pace a little bit here in the third inning.
Another kind of bloop hit there from the Mustangs. they're kind of picking John apart with not a lot of great contact, just kind of fortunate bloops, finding gaps.
Yeah, they seem to be hitting it perfectly right between the outfielders and the infielders to where, I mean, they can't really do too much about it, but they do need to recover.
Absolutely. Ball one. A little too far inside. West deals. A little inside again. Fouled straight back. Good pitch there from West. See, let's get a punch out here. Definitely what he needs. Make sure it's in his own hands and not the hands of his defense. They've made a couple of errors here recently. Should be a routine pop-up for Banff. John West gets out of the inning. Let's hope the Thunder can, tack on a little bit more runs, get those runs back.
Yeah, their offense has been really on fire. Just their defense that inning was not the best, but we'll see them bounce back hopefully. We'll be back right after this.
Performance Rehab is an outpatient, private physical therapy clinic that is physical therapist owned. Most of the injuries that we see at Performance Rehab are orthopedic in nature. We see a lot post-surgical, but we also see a lot of general aches and pains. Whether you have a total knee or you have a contact sports injury, we have specialists that primarily see those types of injuries. Our goal here is to help promote active and healthy lifestyles. So if that fits with anything that you may have, then maybe Performance Rehab may be a good fit for you.
Welcome back here to Mid-America Sports Complex. Thunder lead the Mustangs 14-4. Been an absolute clinic here from the Thunder. Been really pouring it on. Coming up next here, John Hornbeck. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Great athlete, great hitter. See if he can find a gap, get himself on base, maybe get a steal. Just keep the line moving.
The Thunder have been playing really well on offense tonight. Ashley's been really leading the way here. Haven't gotten out all game. Hope to see this Thunder team keep rolling.
For sure. Just there is a 15 run rule here. If they can tack on 5 runs, the game is over. Let's see what the Thunder can do. Let's just see if they can keep the line moving and get an automatic win. That's always nice. If they can't get 15 here, then it's a 10-run rule in the 5th. And if they don't get 10 there, then they'll just play it out towards the 7th. There's a rip there by Hornback. Flies out to the left fielder.
Yeah, that was a good ball there. We hope to see that it go a little farther, though.
Lefty-righty matchup here. See if Banff can take advantage of it. 1-1 count. Kind of seems like a loopy soft throwing lefty here. Should definitely be able to get some bat to ball contact, really find a barrel.
This lefty pitcher seems to be throwing a little softer than the other ones we've seen tonight. But he seems to have a lot of movement on his pitches. We'll see how this goes for him.
We just want to see the Thunder, tack some runs on the board. Definitely be really cool if they get the 15-run run rule here at the bottom of the 3rd. But if not, we love to always watch more baseball.
Yep, for sure. They call it America's pastime for a reason.
E5 there, I think. Or E6 maybe, I don't know. I'm not really sure on the E system. But Banff gets on base there. Here comes Colin Burke. See if Colin Burke can really lay a barrel into one. Really rope one out into the outfields. Get Banff in.
Yeah, like you said earlier, this guy seems to be throwing a little softer than the others. So it should make it easier for the boys to attack in some hits.
Strike one there. Skips by. Andy advances to second base. That really looked outside, kind of a questionable strike call. See if Burt can protect here. Might have to expand his zone, actually, based on the strike zone we've seen so far.
Great take.
Andy takes the base there at 3rd. Stolen base. See if Burt can knock him in. Should maybe drop. Good hustle there from Banff. 15-4 here, bottom of the 3rd. Here comes Hayden Wren.
Great hit.
Puts a rope into it. right before the wall. You know, he's put 2 great swings on the ball tonight.
Yeah, that was just a great catch by the left fielder.
We will be back right after this. St. James Academy baseball here at Mid-America. Thunder currently lead the Mustangs 15-4 here at the top of the 4th. It has been an offensive clinic for the Thunder tonight. Multiple people with RBIs, multiple people with 2 hits. John West, he's been having a good game tonight at the bump, doing what he needs for his team to win.
Yeah, his last inning wasn't the best that we've seen out of him. But the 2 before that really showed that he could strike people out. And even at the end of that inning, he was able to get out of the trouble he was in.
You know, John West is one of those guys where he rises to the occasion. And, you know, you never want to take any days off. But, you know, without there being really any pressure on him, as if it doesn't really reach him in the core where, you know, his internal self helps him to step up. So, you know, sometimes there not being enough pressure does drop the performance of players.
Yeah, for sure.
Good play by Thornhill there at first. 1 up, 1 down. You go ahead.
I could tell that John West has been really trying to throw his pitches a little hard this inning.
For sure. Trying to get that slider working again. Fouled off to the left side. John West gathers into the dirt. Back-to-back pitches in the dirt. Let's see if he can make the adjustment, find the strike zone. John West delivers. Check swing. Beauty right there. See if John West can punch him out here, get back in his rhythm, get a quick 1-2-3 inning, get his boys back up to bat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching from home tonight, be grateful because these mosquitoes are ruthless. As there's ball four from John West. You can see on his face he's not very happy with it. See if he can roll up a double play, get out of this inning, get the bats back up, and, you know.
Yeah, that was his first walk of the day, so I wouldn't be too mad if I was him.
That one catches the outside corner of the plate, strike one. That one's low and outside. Little dribbler off to the left side, rolls foul. See if West can get a strikeout here. See if they can roll it. Out at second. Do not get the out at first. 24 was hustling down the line. Good play there by Hayden Wren and Dalton Ashley. Get the force at second. West just needs to get one more out, get out of this inning.
Number 10 is almost the opposite of number 24. Much more lengthier. Let's see if John West can make the adjustment to the different size.
Yeah, definitely much more of a giant. Number 24 is kind of a short guy, short little speedster. Good pick there by Ben. There, he's proud of himself. Dugout's all smiles, happy for their guy.
Yeah, the crowd's into it too.
Let's see if senior Billy Burns can go 4 for 4 today. He's been having an absolutely spectacular night. See if they let Dane steal a base here. I mean, might as well let the guy run. Check swing strike. They can inflate this lead here. That'll almost for sure be a run rule.
Good contact, but that goes a right foul.
One-two count here on Mr. Burns. Good way to foul it off there. Wait for the pitcher to make a mistake here. Billy ropes one down the line. He'll have no problem getting a triple. Scoring Dane, the big boy at first. That one's high. Might be starting to rain here. Dane Mossman takes off. Unfortunately, that one does not go in as a stolen base, as that was ball 4. Let's see if Benny Mack can get a hit here. He's 0 for 3 right now. Got out twice in 1 inning. If he can get a hit here, you know, it'd really cap off the night for the Thunder.
Yeah, bases loaded. Let's hope he gets one.
If he can hit a grand slam and drill a car on the freeway right now, I'll pay him $1,000, and you guys can hold me to it on the mic right now.
Good hit.
Looks like I'm saving $1,000, but he does get the RBI. Thornhill up for the 4th time tonight. He's had a good night. Great senior night tonight for him. Let's see if he can just knock in a couple extra runs. You know, I'm a little surprised the Thunder haven't done more damage on the soft toss than lefty. You would have thought this would be right in their wheelhouse. But they've only been able to put up a couple of runs on him. As Thornhill flies out to center field. Here comes John Hornback. We've been waiting for him to do something special all night. Look for him to get an RBI, drive something in, or just even get on base tonight.
Yeah, he has one of the best OBS on the team. Let's see if he can improve it.
Ball 1 in the dirt. Oh, little blooper. Perfect. Almost like an ugly golf swing right there. Like when you're hitting a driver and you completely whiff and you hit the guy standing next to you at the driving range.
Yeah, it's like almost like a top almost. But the Blue Valley North couldn't convert on that.
And here comes Banff. Let's see if he can hit an absolute tank. You know, he's stout, got real stout power. There we go. He ropes it down the line. That should score 3 with Hornback on the bases. He's got to run. That's beautiful there from Banff. Drives in 3. Is that the run rule, or line it up like it's a run? And it is a run rule. What a night to end senior night. A win by 15 here in the bottom of the 4th. An absolute masterclass from John West and the St. James Academy Thunder. They look to get rolling as they head into regionals.
Yeah, what a night tonight. They really avoided the offense from Blue Valley North, only giving up 4 runs. There was 1 inning where they were getting hot, but then they just came out back cold. Great job by the Thunder.
Packed stands, love to see it here at Mid-America Sports Complex. The most full game they've had all year. Player of the game goes to Billy Burns on senior night. What an excellent game from him. 3 for 3 with the walk. He just played spectacular tonight. All the seniors played great tonight. Dane Mossman getting a hit. Banff scoring the run rule. Brady Robbins on base 3 times. And Billy Burns right there, player of the game, hits a backflip. An absolute masterclass from the St. James Academy Thunder tonight. Well, thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you again soon. God bless. Senior Magic right there.